What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36, and this is Big Games B.S, part of Den Media Group, brought to you by Alpha Clinics on alphacliniconline.com. Alphacliniconline.com is where you go to do stuff. I'm gonna tell you how great it is. I felt like shit yesterday. Picked up the phone because I'm a member of Alpha Clinics. Told Christina, hey, whoop, whoop, whoop. Got me some what was it? It's called, I think the off-brand name is Onadestrone. Basically, it's some shit that you take to help you not throw up. And I had some food poisoning. I think I ate some shit. I ate some stepped on. I'm blaming on the stepped on chicken. Basically Chick-fil-A. I don't know what it was, but I ate that, fucked my stomach up, and yeah, now we're good to go. But don't like going into the doctor. But right now we can get this. I got my blood work. I did some blood work on Wednesday, got my blood work back. We're gonna go over all of these different things, check my hormone levels, see if maybe I felt like shit on Thursday because I had too much bitch up in me. And we were trying to get that bitch about me. Now, check. I think they're done, but this is for you guys. Shout out to the Jive 14 becoming a new member. There's a March Madness sale. If you go and you tell them Big Game sent you, you can get, if you need testosterone, my guys, they'll give it to you for $600 for 12 weeks. So that's $50 a shot, which is actually really cheap. I mean, considering how much it normally is. It normally goes for 100. Some places do 150, but check it out. I want, as we go on during the show, and Miles, we might need to put this as like the banner going down. Y'all can help us come up with a name for the show, even though Miles has been doing a really good job, even though sometimes I don't use it for the picture where you make the picture. But like, y'all should, if y'all got a name for the show that we need, because we got to name it that's what helps with the YouTube algorithm and shit. Maybe your involvement could do that. I personally, you haven't heard anything yet, but I'm going to go with These Hoes for Everybody. That's my personal flame for today's show. You'll see why, even though you know it to be true. These hoes are exactly for everybody. But I mean, I just want y'all. We love to have y'all involved. Again, it's one of those things. But speaking of spring football, these tickets are going fast, man. But it's not because everybody's just super happy about it. It's just the fact that our stadium is at limited capacity right now, and there's only so many spring game tickets that are being sold. So right now, April 20th is a spring game. But if you can't make it to the game, come to the tailgate. It's $20 until the end of the month. Excuse me. All you can eat, all you can drink. Check it out. We'll have all kinds of shit. We'll start posting here very soon. Once we hit April, we're charging full price. We're charging $40. $40 could get you. Oh, speaking of $40, I hope all my fellas celebrated the greatest holiday in the world yesterday. It's a national holiday, new one. Hopefully, ladies, you were woman enough to return the favor for all of these fellers who did something for you so nice on Valentine's Day, February 14th. Yesterday was National Steak and Blowjob Day. And hopefully all my fellas here were rewarded nice medium to medium rare steak and some good action. If not, ladies, we need y'all to step it up. I put these goals. I hate spell check. Anybody hate spell check on their phone? They be putting my shit on there like that. I put these holes for everybody and sharing it, and they put these goals for everybody. But why the fuck would I want to say these goals? But anyway, maybe more people will try to correct me, and that'll help me with the algorithm. But anyways, get your tailgate tickets. It's my pin tweet at Big Game James _36. Click on it, $20. Or if you want to give a donation, remember all proceeds go toward the book bag giveaway, which is about to get fully ramped up. You're going to be annoyed as fuck for me. April and May, I'm going to try not to annoy you as much, but June, we getting after it because that's our big fundraiser month. You know, moving forward, this is what we got right here. You know, we were at again 1720 a year ago. We're at 5,411 currently. Need to get this to 6,000. Once we get to 6,000, we would do a giveaway live on the show for anybody on the YouTube. Again, you got to be, this is why I get you guys used to the YouTube. If you're on the YouTube on live, you'll be able to get access to that $500. Then we'll do a giveaway for $100 to a member, and then we'll do a giveaway for the amount of likes to a member. So if you don't know if you're a member, just basically when you comment, if you're green, you do that. So I want you guys to realize over the course of the year, we do a fantasy football. We have, wait a minute. Did I give the person who won the fantasy football? I think the person who won the fantasy football never hit me up. You got to hit me up. We do fantasy football. The winner of the fantasy football league gets $150. We may do more because I think I got a sponsor for it next year. We do a college football pick'em, and we do an NFL pick'em. And the winner of the what was it? $50? I think it was $50. Yeah, it was $50 each week we gave away to a person on the channel, but that was for members. So for $3.99, which is the low, you don't have to do the all-in membership, but for $3.99, you can actually fuck around and win once and win the whole cost of your membership for a year. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. What up, Primo? And that's a shame, Adrian. You got to make time for the people in your life. You got to go drive to that person, go wherever they're at. But all that being said, want to get to 6,000. Once we get to 6,000, we'll do all kinds of different things. The goal by the end of the year is to have 10,000 subs, 500 members. Well, obviously, we're quite a ways away from all of that. How many members do we have? Yeah, we got 130 members right now. The most we've had is about 180, but that was because a lot of people were being very were gifting stuff. But you know, either way, we have time to get there. If we get to 10,000 members before football season, I'm giving away a pair of season tickets to FSU games. Like basically, you will get. I would just go ahead and send them to you. You'll get two tickets and a parking pass for FSU home games. So that's 7 games this year, I believe. 7 games. You'll get a chance to go check them out. Then you also know every Wednesday we give away a pair every Wednesday before every FSU home game. So like basically that month of September, I think we got like 3 back-to-back home games. And one of them I'm going to be giving away 6 because I'm not going to the Cal game. So we won't have a tailgate for the Cal game. I also have, by the time the spring game goes around, we'll have a tailgate series package. So like you could go ahead and buy all the tailgates, and that will include if we go to a bowl game. That will also include if we go to the ACC championship. You just take it away. We just, again, try to encourage people to party for a little bit cheaper than what they would normally do. But the goal, the whole premise of it, go tell your friends to go click on the subscribe button for Den Media Group. You get 2. I don't know if y'all realize that, but if you have a Gmail account, you get whatever your nickname is, and then you get your actual account number. So everybody here should have 2 subscriptions, 2 likes to Den Media Group. And that right there, if everybody just goes and likes it once, one extra time, we'll do all of that stuff. So Adrian over here flexing on us, says she's going to miss the September 14th game, and she's going to be in Jamaica getting one of them bathing. Like, you ever seen them women getting bathed on rafts in Jamaica? They're saying Jamaica is to women what the DR is to men. They're going down there getting some Caribbean spices and sausage and rubbed on and bathed on a raft in a river. It reminds. I used to have this African chick who did my dreads, and she just talked about how she's like, when I come over to America, they made me get all of these certifications. They made to do hair. I've been doing hair my whole life, but when they come to Africa, they're paying me twice as much as they pay me here, And I didn't have to give, there's no certifications. They don't ask if you wash your hands. They don't ask anything. They just go out there and get their hair braided for $150, $200. And I was like, damn, that's a good point. Like, people be going to other countries and getting real loose. Like, women hate catcalling. They hate catcalling in the United States, but they go over to them overseas places and be like, ooh, they make me feel fine. Yes. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a little aggressive. Last time I went to the DR, that shit was terrifying, man. Them bitches grab you. I'm like, man, I am here for the beach, not the bitches. The beaches, not the bitches. Because the beach is really nice. This is so dead fuck serious. And the food, everything is $40. Everything you want is $40. The food, cigars, from what my boys tell me, the chicks, everything was $40 down there. Inflation might have kicked it up a notch, but you know, whatever. Yeah, Tell Dog says she going to go get her groove back. Ain't mad at it, man. Listen. Yeah, everybody says you only live once, and that's not true. You live every day. You only die once. So, like, you might as well get what you need to get. So, those are our housekeeping announcements. Outside of that, wait a minute. Do I have more housekeeping? Oh, what's the other thing? Oh, man. Listen, man. America, everybody talks every day about how America's going, like, is going down. And they blame the youth. And I don't blame the youth anymore. I blame the old people. Blame the old people. They're giving us shit that we never asked for. Things that we don't care about. Like, to be honest with you, if adults would actually raise their kids, TikTok wouldn't be as bad. They're trying to ban TikTok. You know what they need to do? And I've seen people comment this under my post one time when we were talking about the women wrestlers, which I still need to go do a women wrestling segment because them women is beautiful. But I didn't know. I'm willing to admit ignorance in certain ways because I like to learn. But the last thing we fucking need is guys who are like, who are a flu shot away from death doing a podcast. I'm more concerned. Like, yeah, it's Mike. You're right. This motherfucker Mike says he's gonna make the microphone short out from the saliva. Like, it's like Daffy Duck. Who's suffering succotash? The guy Sylvester the cat. All these motherfuckers deciding to come on and talk football. Lou is going to get somebody electrocuted.
And he walks away after winning his 100th
launch of my podcast, The Lou Holtz Show. There's no one more passionate about restoring the culture of this country than me. Lou Holtz was a fucking phenomenal football coach. But like most old people, I don't necessarily agree with all of his views, but I also don't agree with getting interviewed by somebody that's going to make me have to carry a towel. Like, you thick-tongued, old-ass curmudgeon. I actually thought he was dead. You know me, I'm quick to kill somebody off now. Like, I thought this man was dead. And now all of a sudden, instead of being dead and staying dead, this motherfucker wants to pop. This is AI. Matter of fact, you can't, you know what? I'm not blaming. You can't prove to me that Lou Holtz is alive. It better be a TV. It better be a YouTube thing. I got to see it. I don't want to hear Lou Holtz's voice. Somebody just fake that shit. The only old person, but he's dead now, but shit. I listened to the basketball coach. Old ass motherfucker. Indiana. Shit. Anyways, the motherfucker was good ass basketball coach. One of my favorites. He had a great quote that if I wanted to be cremated, but if I wanted to be like buried, I would want this on my tombstone. When it's all said and done and my time on earth is past, I hope they bury me upside down so the world can kiss my ass. Yeah, Bob Knight. Thank you, Excalibur. Bob Knight, I listened to. I know Bob Knight got some. I don't think he's racist. I think he has some very bigoted ideas, and I would love to listen to his bigoted ideas, like right now in today's culture, because he's fucking good. I don't like Lou Holtz personally. It's just like I don't like Tommy Tuberville personally. Like I think they're terrible people. They don't belong together. Tommy Tuberville is an asshole. He's a terrible person. Tommy Tuberville, he's not that bad. He's getting close. You know who's going down the Tommy Tuberville path? It might just be Alabama. Fucking Nick Saban. A lot of people have been giving me like praise and shit about the Nick Saban comments from Wednesday's show. But fuck Nick Saban with Magic's dick right now. Because I hate people who come in and you made your money off the backs of young blacks. And now all of a sudden you're mad at the young blacks. Tommy Tuberville made a career of going into inner city households, telling them that I'm going to make your son a better person, and then becomes a fucking senator or whatever he is, and starts blaming the inner city black households that made him a millionaire. You some bitches. That don't even be, and nobody's questioning them. Anyways, but fuck Lou Holtz and the microphone company that's going to give him some. Sit your old ass down somewhere and let us young people or young-ish people. This is the problem. These guys got in the game young and don't want to leave and leave room for everybody else. They're staying. I just, you know, I saw. Anybody know? Does anybody know how old Bobby Flay is? Bobby Flay been doing cooking shows since I was a teenager. I know he ain't the same age as me. So what that means is either he's old as fuck and just looks really young, or he was young as fuck when he got his start and is just like not letting the new cooks come in. Let the new cooks come in and do shit. Go sit your ass down. So sit your old ass down somewhere. Mike Williams, you a goddamn motherfucking lie. Ain't no way Bobby Flay 59 years old. Bobby motherfucking Flay look young as shit. Eating all that delicious food and only in 59? I'm not even talking about his hair. I'm talking about like the motherfucking face don't look old. Robert William Flay. God damn it. I'd be goddamn. The motherfucker is 59 years old. All right, well, that motherfucker got some facial. What's this shit called? The facelifts. He over there at the other side of the Alpha Male Clinic getting the Botox injections and shit like that. That's crazy. Anyways, all right, whatever. Shout out to the University of Miami. This is their season, the time of year where they become the best team. And I just want to acknowledge during Women's History Month, the University of Miami in their last national championship. I have a picture from a guy, Chief Noel. He posted, it's the last one, he posted a picture of the football from their last national championship game. So we want to acknowledge to my Miami Hurricane fans, kudos to you and your 5 national championships that only 5 people in this chat right now were alive to witness. Hey, yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. Congratulations. And I know you guys are very proud of things that happened before black people and white people could be in the same classroom together. Rosa Parks was a young lady the last time. I think Malcolm X's name was Malcolm Little. The last time you guys won a national championship. Congratulations. I just wanted to acknowledge you guys because you feel like nobody acknowledges you on a day-to-day. So moving on into the show. I got a question. And maybe you can ask me in the timeline. What the fuck why is everybody attacking Jacksonville right now? Like, people are bashing Jacksonville for reasons that I have no idea about. Like, we didn't do shit to none of y'all. And the problem is, some of y'all gonna want to come here one day and they're gonna recognize who the fuck you are. And it's to the point where people are just making up shit. And how it started was somebody named Grant Cohen. Grant Cohen is quality control he publisher of all 49ers FM, part of Fan Nation. Used to be sport. That's why Sports Illustrated went bankrupt, you son bitch. Even though, my bad, I love you, Logan Robinson and Noel Game Day, as well as Buck Game Day, but fuck Grant Cohen. Grant comes in And he's mad because Brandon Ayuk, and he was doing a giveaway for him. Brandon Ayuk is coming to the Jacksonville Jaguars. So now the Jacksonville Jaguars defensive line actually is something to brag. Shout out to Garbage Ben Balky for all the fuck ups. He do something that gives you a little bit of a hope, right? So Grant comes in and says, "I'd rather pay California taxes and live in the Bay than move to Jacksonville." And then he's got people coming in and saying all kinds of shit. Like nearly 18 million more residents would agree. Besides, I'll take earthquakes over hurricanes. Even if you live to experience a big one, you'll never see another one. But in Florida, by the time you finish rebuilding your house, the next hurricane is there to knock it over. What the fuck do people think happens in the state of Florida? One, do your research about Jacksonville. Jacksonville has been hit by one hurricane in like the last 100 years. It's actually damn near, and actually that hurricane didn't physically hit Jacksonville. It hit just south of Jacksonville and rolled up the east coast. The east coast, right? Yeah, the east coast of the state. Like it hit like right between Palm Coast and Daytona and ran up. It's the way the winds in the world hits like that. It can't be directly hit like that. And we don't really we treat like the way you think about earthquakes, Cali boy, is the way we think about fucking hurricanes. I tell people all the time, don't fucking call me. I don't give a fuck what the Weather Channel says. Don't call me unless it's a Category 4 hurricane. And you know what? I won't be here for a Category 4 hurricane. Yeah. I'm smart enough to get the fuck out of town. I have lived in Florida damn near my entire fucking life. I have seen one really bad motherfucker, and that was Andrew. Now, New Orleans got fucking damn near became Atlantis when Katrina hit. And people talk about this shit and really when I was reading it, I was thinking, what in the San Francisco am I reading right now? You only really see one big one your whole life. Like, bitch, are you a bitch? Like, are you talking about as a woman? Like, you only see, don't be afraid of dicks. You only see one big one your whole life. And I'm like, no. Then I had to keep reading. I'm like, bro, one, Florida we live to where people don't get tired of vacationing. Yeah. Like, people go to Cali and the first thing they're like is, I need to get the fuck out of Cali. Like, you live in a state where you don't know what colors you can wear. Like, we may have our problems in Jacksonville. Motherfuckers shoot you in the quickness. They'll make a rap song about you. But at least you don't have to worry about being color-coded. Like, I happen to like red. I don't want to go to a neighborhood rocking a red goat sweatshirt or having fun, and then somebody say, "What up, cuz? What up this? What up?" Like, or I couldn't wear this because this is like the Latin Kings colors. You can't wear certain hats because the certain hats, like, you don't know what the fuck you're gonna wear. That's how crazy y'all are.
Not to mention the traffic and the homeless.
The homeless, the trafficness, the fruitiness. Like, our gay people are cool as shit. Except for when Miles worked at the Y. That used to terrify me a little bit because you were in Gay Central in Jacksonville. It was very aggressive. Very aggressive. But like, you're in San Francisco. A heterosexual males, like, the only place that's a little bit less, that's a little more homo is Atlanta. And again, if that's what you like, you move there, you pay the taxes, you flourish, queen or king or whatever y'all call yourselves. But Brandon Ayuk seems to be a heterosexual male, wants to get the fuck out of there. Like,
how do you feel so salty about a player leaving? It happens all the time.
Right. Like, it's just like you sitting there like these people doing this, you're dead to me. Like, bitch, they didn't want me. What you mad at me for? Like, it's like the 50 Cent man. What did he say fuck 50 for? I didn't do nothing. Dude said, yeah, you can't own property in that state.
In Florida?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's more expensive to try in San Francisco for sure.
And and then what's crazy is they don't understand. Like, we know this is a knock on the Jaguars, and now you got. But I think what's wrong is that men need attention, and that's the problem. Again, it's not the Utes; it's the goddamn grown ass motherfuckers. You needed some attention, so you went and you poked the bear, and now all the Jacksonville Jaguar fan base is in there like, man, what the fuck are you talking about? Side note: I want you to realize this for people who do not live in Florida. Go look at and this is coming from a guy who visited his father in Columbus, Ohio. So Columbus, Ohio gets strong winds, strong rains, and then tornadoes come during those times. But like I told my father, I said, do you realize the rain? It was a rainstorm going at the same time that we were experiencing in the state of Florida a hurricane, right? Category 2. And I told him, I said, Dad, you realize you have the same winds and rains that I'm having right now in a category 2 hurricane, just in a regular ass fucking rainstorm. So it's nothing but a strong ass rainstorm that just happens to last a little longer than what you would like it to. And we don't have mudslides. And our country, our state isn't like leaving the United States. Per what they told us to play tectonics and shit, that motherfucking Cali gonna be in Canada in a few years. All I'm saying is that I'm more terrified of a tornado than I am of a hurricane. Because I don't want something sounding like a fucking wildfires. Your whole state was on fire like a year ago. Remember Aaron Rodgers wouldn't even tell his family? Like, I'm sorry, like, no matter who I'm beefing with, like, if they're a loved one, like we had history, like, if the state is on fire, like, and they can't get out, I'm going to call and say, hey, are you okay? Do you need anything? Can I ship you some water? Like, or something, like, even just, hey, Mom, I'm sorry. I know we were beefing about some shit, but like, yo, are y'all alive? Like, Aaron didn't even know his people was alive. His brother was like, hey, yo, this motherfucker a terrible person. Anyways, get over y'all bullshit beef with Jax. Continuations, love talking about this stuff right here. Damn, that's not a good picture of Bay. Angel Reese looked like she don't look really good right there in that picture, but we'll post it up. LSU, South Carolina had a fight. It was great. I love everything about women's basketball. This guy, David Hookstead, or Steed, threw a rock and tried to hide his hand. And he said that, it is what I hate. Everybody talks shit, right? And he's a South Carolina guy, apparently. You talk shit, and then one person leaves you a nasty message that you could just ignore. And then all of a sudden you cry. I actually want us to listen to brother talk about because he talked about Angel Reese. And let's listen to what the brother said to David about Angel Reese. And I think it's fucking hilarious, by the way.
Hey, big homie. I was trying to let you know, I'll slime your ass out. I'll wipe your fucking nose. I'll kill you, bitch. Keep Angel Reese's name out your fucking mouth, boy. Fuck wrong with you, white trash.
LSU fans are now threatening to kill me because I correctly said Caitlin Clark is a better role model than Kim Mulkey's team. Absolute clown fans. Why did y'all not listen? Y'all listen to Charles Barkley anytime he tells black people to vote Republican. But you never listen to him when he says, I am not a role model. These are not your role models. You're supposed to be your kid's role model. I tell people all the time, if my son plays DB, you know who I want him playing DB like? Jalen Ramsey. You know who I don't want him talking like and sashaying like? Jalen fucking Ramsey. Jalen got the sassy savage. Love Jalen to death. Don't care about any of that stuff. Jalen, you've procreated and you've done your job as a man to his father. You at least, there's another Ramsey that's going to walk this planet, but you can live in your truth, brother. You good enough, dog. We know. We don't care. All we care is that you lock down the corner, lock down the wide receiver, and you keep playing at an all-pro level. What you do in your personal time doesn't make sense. We got to take the picture off of Angela Reese. This is just not a good picture of her. I don't know. She looks like a llama right there, man. Like, and she's a pretty girl, man. Like, that's just like she's real. Like, but she looks like a llama right there, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck was going on in that picture. Sports gets the ugliest out of all of us. Sports and sex gets some of the nastiest looking faces out of some of us sometimes, man. But yeah, like the guy goes out and says this shit and it gets mad that somebody opposes it. Bitch, have you ever not read your TikTok? Like, go read your TikTok comments. Go read all of the other different things, man. There's somebody gonna say some shit about that's a better sports picture of her. She has her hands on her hips. She don't look like a llama right there from that position. Or the hair. Like, it's tough being a woman with makeup and eyelashes and all that other shit and you trying to hoop and stuff. But like, this is, again, I'm an Angel Reese fan. So like, we're not here to bash her. That just wasn't a good. I think he picked that picture on purpose. Like, you fucking white trash devil. Not all. He's not a pilgrim. Pilgrims are cool. That guy wasn't cool with that picture that he picked of Queen Angel. Even though Kim, her coach, said some shit that almost got her fucked up. Like, if Angel wanted to fight, Angel would have fought. Angel's a lover. She's not a fighter now. Let's not put her in some situation where she got hands. Like, she ain't a boxer. She's a basketball player. Yeah, man. Like, don't put us in those situations where we got to fight that shit. Adrian put, oh my gosh, she did look like a llama. Oh, Till Dog. You know what? Actually, Fuck Angel Reese. Till Dog put up a good point. She says she's single now. She dropped our boy. Because I know he ain't dropped her because she was the meal ticket. If he dropped her, fuck him. He's an idiot. Like, as a matter of fact, even so, bro, you better go apologize and go get your Angel Reese back. You ain't gonna never find enough. Like, women love to say, "Oh, you fumbled me." Most women get punted, and most women like, "You'll never find somebody like me again," and you are very replaceable. But you're not gonna find a 6'8" pretty basketball player that's a multimillionaire. We ain't gonna find them. Ain't walking around. Them ain't walking around College Town in Tallahassee. You ain't gonna find that in South City. That ain't going around Orange Ave. Them bitches ain't in Basin Street projects like that no more, man. Like, you better go apologize to Angel. Sing something. You're my angel. You got to go sing something like that. Angel of mine. So, sing, whatever, dog. You got to become light-skinned. Or no, you know what? Don't even become light-skinned. Become the old-school, dark-skinned R&B singers from the early 90s. Like, you got to go out in the desert with a white shirt that's open and just start singing like Jodeci, Boyz II Men. They always, all those songs where they wanted to get people back together, like they wanted to get back with their girl, started with them in some exotic place where it's hot as fuck, but they're not sweating. But they were done so cold that they got to sing. I'm sorry for him, Angel. And Angel is like, or boys, there's not Boyz II Men. New Edition was Singing in the Rain. You better go wear a Carl Thomas sweater and get serious about it, losing this chick. It's tough, man. It's tough being older, too, because you want to be able to appreciate. Only thing you can do is appreciate these young women. Because then you realize you got kids their age. And it is really creepy when you realize, for me at least, and we'll talk about this in a little bit, because I don't know what women are, actually I know women. Women are the OG predators, even though they try to put it all on men. But for me, when I see like her, I'm like, damn, okay. The breeder in me is like, yo, I want to give her a kid. The dad in me is like, damn. Like I told the one girl in Indianapolis, bet you are adorable. I'm telling you guys, if you want to know how to make that young chick not look good to you anymore, just call her adorable. Start saying stuff like that, and all of a sudden you look at her like a little baby with a pacifier, because that's what she is. You creep. The only way you lose Angel Reese is without a doubt. You got to trade up. The only way you drop her is like, bitch, you lost to South Carolina, so I'm going to the winner. Treat these women like they used to treat us. Loser, I don't want that around me. Jamal, big game. You got to consider stand up. You can have your own lane of sports, but not limited to that. I just mad shit. Bullshit. I've seen what Charlie Murphy talked about what happened when he would first go see people do Eddie Murphy stand up when he got out of prison. Got out of prison, got out of the army, and he would be threatening people like, "Bitch, you better laugh. That's funny." Fuck that. You come to me and you don't laugh, I'm throwing the mic at you. Like, we getting assault. Like, them motherfuckers are so cold. I couldn't do it. Could not do it. Dawn Staley continues to be a coach that I love. Somebody told her, and this is the gangster of Dawn Staley, and this is why I always tell people, my sons could go to a Dawn Staley coach camp. I don't give a fuck if all the women are there. I want my sons around the Dawn Staleys of the world. Plus, Dawn like what I like, so we all know that. Yeah, she's definitely not getting like she might if she getting any, she's sneak dicking if she getting any dick. Like sneak dicking, like she got some dick on the side. Like she ain't got like a main, she doesn't have a regular dick. It's just like every now and then she just gets a hankering for some penis. But most of the time she likes vagina, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that. She's a hell of a coach. But somebody said something about one of her kids. Don said, man, what we not finna do is have that bullshit. And she said, what a morning. Never thought I'd hear one of my players described in such an offensive way. I'm not sitting this one out. Camilla, I think that's the big bitch from Brazil that they were talking about. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, Don. You don't need to come at me. All due respect, she pretty. Camilla deserves an apology. CBS Sports 1075 the game can be issued even though it's out of your control. 1075 the game. They issued a swift apology. She said, thank you for the swift apology, both written and on air. This means a great deal to Camilla and myself as I do tune in daily. And thank you, CBS Sports execs, for personally apologizing, accepted with love and understanding. Coach Staley, someone is talking out of pocket about our players. And man, I mean, you want coaches like this that's down the ride. Like, she said, hey, what we not gonna do is talk about my kids. I'll whoop your motherfucking ass about my girl. And this is why the women's game is going to surpass the men's game. Because you have coaching personalities, the golden girl out there, LSU, excuse me, Kim McConkey, whatever. Kim McConkey out there. I ain't gonna lie, that's bad little. I know she was bad motherfucker back in her day. Bad little white bitch. But she bad. She got her own personality. Yeah. Wearing a little sparkly shit and all that other stuff. She ain't sneak dicking. We know she getting some dick. Then you got Dawn. And then I watched the game yesterday a little bit, right? And I saw a chick that terrified me. We know she not sneak dicking. She is all but she had braids, but she had the 3X polo. That's the only thing that makes me mad is that they take all the good polos.
Oh my God.
All the 2X trying to hide them titties. And you take all the goddamn polos, man. Can you leave some shit for us larger guys, man? Can't even go and get me a good fit. I gotta go wear the white people polos that I have to get an extra size of, like not Bad Bunny, what's it called? Crazy Bunny or some shit like that. It's a golf brand. Because I can't go get a Ralph Lauren polo shirt from Dillard's because all of the what is it? L, they're not the L's, they're not the G, P. No, they're not lesbian. No, let's not confuse a lesbian with the dyke. It's disrespectful. They'll be the G's. We'll call them the G's, right? They're gay. We know they're gay, but like they take all the good. Anyways, so I saw one with a polo, and she was the head coach, and I was just thinking in my head, like, yo, this girl got to go into a heterosexual girl's house and recruit them. Like, what the fuck is the mom thinking? Like, yo, like Dawn still has her femininity about her. But like this one, like, I know for a fact there ain't no femininity about her. It's tough. I'd be terrified. I mean, what you gonna do with my girl? Like, I started sounding like a middle-aged white guy with the bathrooms. But like, because they're always worried about what about the transmission that goes to the bathroom and rapes the kids. Even though every day we get like 20 articles of some pastor touching a kid, they're worried about the one time. Like, I've never seen a transmission. How many places are y'all going where y'all see transmissions in the bathroom, trying to use the same bathroom as you? Yeah, like I grew up with one and I don't see him as much as y'all. Never been in a situation like that. Like, what is going on in the world that this is so bad that we got to make law about it? Like, where are y'all at? Like, where do you know what? I don't need the law. I just need to know where you live and I know how to avoid that place. So anyways, my bad. Sorry about that. We got a black coach doing black coach things, and nobody's talking about it. It's bothering me. But he wasn't the greatest corner. He's not very loud about it. He's just doing what he's supposed to do. UCLA hired Deshaun Foster. Deshaun Foster is very black, dark skinned. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know he was coaching.
Yep. And he did something that needs to be applauded, that nobody's applauding. But at the same time, I've seen this story before. Deshaun Foster hired Eric Bieniemy, Juan Castillo, Eric Frazier, Brian Norwood, Cody Whitfield, Ted White, Tony Washington Jr., Marcus Thomas. He also hired Jerry Neuheisel and a Samoan that I'm about to fuck this name up. And I'm not going to do it. You get 10 off-field coaches. You get 10 on-field coaches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you know how many he hired 8.5, because the Samoan isn't all the way black. They're neutral colored. He hired 8.5 black coaches. He's got one white coach on the staff. This shit better work. If this shit doesn't work, they're going to say things like he hired an HBCU staff. He hired his home. Like, I remember the thing would say, he hired his homeboys. Oh, all of us. Like, it was crazy. Like, it was just some of this shit. Great. Listen, this is not me saying Tag did not deserve to be fired. I just don't like the fact that I don't believe in firing coaches before 3 years. But Tag definitely, but like, boy, shit. They was saying some wild shit about Tag, man. Like, they were like they tried to get Tag or like he was smoking weed every day. Like then one person tried to say he was on coke, and I'm like, I believe the weed before I believe the coke. Coke gets you hype. Tag is always just calm and chill and blah blah blah. This definitely would DeSantis would be having a field day right now if this happened. Like, it's HBCU staff's not this black. Tell you what, it's gonna be hard to get. Like, they were saying shit like the reason why Tag couldn't get offensive linemen is because they were all white, and you couldn't go into a white home in Mississippi and bring them to your black. It's fun. I mean, Tag sucked. I'm here with you, but that man is well relaxed. Tag literally aged like 10 years in 18 months. That man's so relaxed right now. When I saw him at the combine, motherfucker, just teeth just as white, skin good, living his best life. Like, football, like, again, the things that white man was mad at, people saying because he bashed LSU. Whew, look at the message boards of a black coach that's losing. And man, it could never just be that you're not good at your job. It's got to be they only hired you because you're black. And that's the part that stings. Like, some people just suck at their jobs, and you can just leave it at that. It happens. staying in college football for a little bit. We haven't had the 12-team playoff, and they're already negotiating for the 14-team playoff. Heather Dink, whatever. I hate that bitch too. We'll go back to our original thing. The college football playoff is on the brink of moving one step closer to the expected 14-team playoff that will begin in 2026. As the 10 FBS leagues and Notre Dame are pushing to meet a Friday deadline to agree to the next contract and inform the CFP if they will participate in 2026 and beyond. Multiple sources told ESPN on Thursday that each league and Notre Dame are expected to sign a legal agreement by midday Friday. It's a memorandum of understanding that lays out broad terms of what the next contract should look like. So basically, they're stating that they're going to work together. The next iteration of the college football playoff by Pete Thamel said that starting in 2026 is expected to be formalized in the next 24 hours. Right now, this is the understanding that the ACC and the Big 12 will take 32% of monies. I believe the SEC and the Big 10 are going to take like 50% or something like that. They're going to split that. And then everybody else will split the remaining of the money that goes into the college football playoff. Basically just being another reason why FSU says, get me the fuck out of the ACC, as we go through a whole bunch of other bullshit and legal proceedings moving forward. MFTK staying in the college. Right now, NCAA is proposing with coaches. Nick Saban just went and passionately said, what about the children? Giving them money. And now the NCAA is pushing to have a summer signing period where they already have kids going to school early. In January, Alabama high school football coaches have come out with a strong response against possible summer signing day. We believe this is not good for high school football, as it would lead to possible reclassifying, senior opt-outs, and other issues. One of the things that people have to think about right now is kids do 7-on-7. They're already spending less time getting better for high school. So one of Nick Saban's things that he was bitching about was we don't get a chance to develop kids, and that kids are going to the NFL underdeveloped. You know why? They're going to college underdeveloped because they're doing everything but getting better at their craft. That's 7-on-7, 6 months. Like, football season's over in December. The first 7-on-7 tryouts happen before football season's over. And then from January until damn near May, they're on a plane every fucking weekend while trying to manage a high school's academic schedule, while trying to do all of these other different things. But now coaches are like, we needed to be more fair. No, what we need to do, push the shit back to when it was, because you can already still early enroll. All you have to do is sign your grant aid. You just can't sign your letter of intent. Have the Jets sign when they're supposed to sign in February. Restrict when you can actually offer somebody and when you can talk to these guys. You keep saying you want to protect the kids more, but what you're doing is you're giving the kids more power where they really don't need the power, where they really are being manipulated and taken advantage of in high school. Once you're 18, man, you're a grown-ass man per the law. Technically 13, but we're not going to get into that. But you're a grown-ass man. Actually, in Texas, a girl can't have a 13-year-old's forced to have a baby if she's pregnant because, whatever. But there's things that we gotta really look at, man. We need more control of the kids, but we need the kids early. Yeah. Is my mic still on? Okay. But no, it's like the coach is talking out of both sides of their mouth, and that's not a good thing. If college football as an industry really cared about high school sports, they wouldn't allow football players to quit basketball, baseball, and enroll early. It's a lot of things that they don't truly care about. They like to say they care, but they don't care. One thing they care about is the money. one thing that ESPN will do is they're going to pay you some money and they're going to ask you to immediately say some wild shit. Ryan Clark is proof of that. Ryan Clark just signed a big deal. Like, I think he's getting like $2-3 million a year. Shout out to my guy, Ryan Clark. They're about to work his ass like Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
One thing they do, when they give you that bread, man, you're going to be on everything. Ryan Clark going to be on NBA Countdown. Ryan Clark going to be covering boxing. Like, Ryan Clark going to be covering March Madness. Matter of fact, when ESPN does their own weather, like, that's what I'm shocked, because they do everything else. They might as well go and do weather on sports, because that is an interesting thing. Like, they're going to have Ryan Clark out there in the hurricane, like the California people think we got. Ryan Clark stated Lamar Jackson is the first authentic black quarterback.
Wow.
And everybody and their mama, white people, black people, racist and non-racist, are all asking, what the fuck does that mean? Like,
even if I go into what he's insinuating, Michael Vick.
Michael Vick fought pit bulls.
Yeah, like, come on. What are we doing?
Like,
What are we doing?
Pitts. He took the try. He didn't snitch on his own boys.
Yeah.
How black do you think can you get? Randall Cunningham. As whoever this, I can't even think of it. Steve McNair literally went to an HBCU and almost won a Heisman. Like, how can you say this shit? Fatal Jedi, no, I didn't kill none. My business partner killed these, though. This is all shit that he's actually killed, except for that popcorn machine.
Really?
Yep, Scott literally killed all of these things. And he's got these in the in the adult chicken wing establishment in Charleston. The VIP lounge there looks exactly like this. But you can see into the club. And yeah, they get after it. Doug Williams, like, it's been so many, like, I don't, because he says because he's from, like, I mean, he's not the first black quarterback from the projects. Like, it's the, like, again, he said something so wild, it made me want to listen to what Tiki Barber has to say. Like, the guy who ain't authentically black at anything. Tiki Barber might be, and I'm not a guy who bashes people for cheating. Sometimes it happens. But goddamn, Tiki cheated. Tiki left his pregnant wife for an intern where he was working at.
Wow, no.
He is not Rondé. He is the evil twin. You know how they have evil twins? Tiki Barber is the evil twin. Rondé Barber is the good twin. Tiki is the evil twin. But yeah, let's listen to what the again, and this is one of these guys that he's getting lighter every year.
That looks like an evil smile.
Like, right there is perfect. Is perfect to put on him right there. He looked like he about to say something. Not Michael Wilbon. Jason. The fat fuck. Jason Whitlock-ish right now. But I'm probably gonna agree with him because I already know what the premise is. Because I don't agree with Ryan. Go push play.
Because you don't know me like that, dude. What is he talking about? I didn't embrace young players.
Oh,
ask Brandon Jacobs if I embraced him.
About
now that he's the big wig at ESPN, he thinks he can just take shots and his word is gospel. He's making a story that fits his agenda. And he doesn't know me well enough to talk about me. So shut the hell up, Ryan Clark. Please. You sound like a fool. If you think it's cool and trendy to make me the bad guy because it makes you cooler and trendier, by all means, shoot away, Ryan. He's uninformed. He doesn't know me that. He doesn't know me like that. Don't talk about me like that because you don't know me like that. You don't know my relationships with my team, my former teammates, the organization.
A lot of
but
people
you act
called you
like
a
you
dick.
know. You speak in a nice, calm, controlled way and give this like perfect troll job, not even troll job, but kill job of me. And it's not true. It's an opportunistic shot that he's taking.
So what happened was
because he
Saquon Barkley commented. No, so I thought this was about this. Saquon Barkley commented on Tiki when Tiki said that you're dead to me because he's leaving the Giants to go to the Eagles. And Saquon Barkley came out and said, Bitch, don't act like we was cool. You wasn't hanging out with me. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. You didn't like me. And Tiki's a guy that nobody really liked on his team. I remember it because he actually liked Tom Coughlin, and nobody liked Tom Coughlin with the Giants because Tom Coughlin almost got his ass beat by the dude with the gap, Michael Strahan. Tiki had a fumbling problem because he got small hands. And again, as I talk about him, I could never, again, and his wife, his ex-wife, I'm not saying she's an angel, not coming here defending her. I'm not at her defense. What I am saying is, bro, probably should just chill the fuck out when you left your pregnant wife. I think she was pregnant with twins at that. Like, at least let her birth the goddamn baby and then leave. This motherfucker left with the new young, like you are what women bash us men about. Like you're the R&B love song, like of heartbreak. Like you don't get to talk about people besmirching your character because you besmirched your character enough.
That's where he got the phrase from. That's what his ex-wife said to him.
Oh, that part. Yeah, you're dead to me.
When have you ever said that as a man?
So you're dead to me? Like never. But I've never said, but you never know. These new motherfuckers is crazy. I remember when the Jason Lockett Ford guy, which is still crazy because somebody called his ass out the other day. It was great. I called him out when we were on I wasn't doing sports then. We did another show, made national news, went viral and everything. And I said he used deductive reasoning. Like he didn't have any sources. He's just putting he's just adding shit up. Because what he said was he came on our show and he said that he knew for a fact that Tom Coughlin was going to take over the job for the Jaguars sometime during the season. But then that of itself is kind of inflammatory, but whatever. Well, why do you say that? Well, it depends. More people who know Tom have said he said this. He says that if the money's right, he talks to his wife. If the weather's good, it was a lot of ifs that made absolutely no fucking sense. Right. And so I said, oh, what you're doing is you're saying that Tom having a head coaching experience, being the VP, like you're just using deductive reasoning. He was like, what do you mean? This motherfucker told us to lose his number and never call him back. Uh-oh.
Who is this? Who is he?
Hold on. Hello? Oh, sure. I thought it was 12. All right, I'll be there in like 10 minutes. All right. Bye. My bad. It doesn't matter if it's muted.
Oh, that's so funny. Who's that guy?
Yeah, but anyways, Jason's a bitch. Damn, dog, so much shit to get into. But I gotta bounce. I gotta go make some money. I'll leave you with this. Jason Paul and Mike Tyson are getting in a fight. A lot of interesting things have been said about this fight. Not Jason Paul, Jake Paul. My bad. They got some insane rules. And I ain't gonna lie to you, if I was in a cage or in a cornered off area with Mike Tyson, I'd put some rules in place too. Yeah. But if you click on it, we got the guys talking about it. But like, I just wonder if Jake always has these things where he can't get knocked out, and that's Mike Tyson's whole like draw. But like, this is what they're saying is real, and we'll just let the guy talk.
This fight are absolutely absurd. Even at almost 60 years old, Tyson would absolutely dominate Jake Paul, so they had to adjust the rules to make this a somewhat fair fight. First rule is for Paul's own safety. He'll be able to wear headgear like an amateur boxer, but Tyson won't be wearing any of that. That gives Paul a chance to knock Tyson out, but with his headgear, Jake Paul won't get knocked out and won't get badly injured. Second rule is that Jake is allowed to tag team with his brother Logan Paul, but tag team isn't even the correct way of describing it, despite that being what the contract says, because he'll be able to bring Logan in and they'll both be able to fight at the same time. For the sake of his ego, I think Jake wants to win this by himself, so I don't think he'll be tagging in Logan unless he feels like he needs it, but technically it could be a 2-1 fight from the opening bell. And the last rule is kind of a 2-for-1. This states that there won't be a weigh-in for Jake. This fight is supposed to be fought at 165, meaning Tyson will need to pass this weigh-in, but Jake Paul won't weigh in, so he could be as heavy as he wants to be. Jake Paul is all set to box
Like, he
against
said
Mike
165.
Tyson.
I don't think Mike Tyson can be 165.
Yeah, I don't. What? How is that even possible?
But hopefully these are fake. But like, yeah, Jake Paul's a bitch.
Yeah.
But I believe the drugs policy. Like, people do that all the time. Like I gotta test you, but you don't test me. The person who has the leverage, because this is got to be a check for Tyson. But it makes me sad that our guys, our legends, again, just can't go sit their ass down somewhere. So on that note, man, I gotta go. I guess we won't be calling these hoes for everybody because we didn't talk about how these hoes are for everybody. Even though, just remember, if nothing else, that these hoes are indeed for everybody. Hey, my young bulls, I need y'all to realize this. Actually, if you go to the notes, I want to play the last link. You know, I'm not telling you not to mess with the old women. Get your old broad. Like, let her train you up. But like, don't shoot the club up, dog. Get your pullout game right. But I'll leave you with, for anybody who rocks with me, I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna leave you guys with my spirit animal, Marshawn Lynch, and some words of wisdom if you want to know how big game gets down.
It's never about me. It's always bigger than me. And then if you fuck with me, an individual that know me, know that if you tied in with me, I'm gonna do what I could do for you to make sure that, you feel me though, you eat as well. Right. It's never
Somebody that everybody tried to paint ignorant is one of the smartest people in the room, guys. So again, if you fuck with me, I fuck with you, and I appreciate everybody for spending that time with me. Please make sure you push the like button on this. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you become a member. And until Monday, thank y'all for chopping up with me. We'll see you guys next time.